Hey everybody, I'm back, and today I have a review for you of Pond's Luminous Clean Cream Cleanser. This product right here, in a pretty pink tube, pink, silver, and white. This product claims to gently draw out trapped impurities and makeup to brighten dull skin, and contains, or claims to contain, um, kaolin clay and moisturizing ingredients. And I've been using this product for about a month. I purchased it with my own money, as I do about 90% of the products I review and use in tutorials. For about $7 or $8, this is an absolutely excellent cleanser. It does brighten the skin and does impart some moisture. As far as drawing out impurities, I am not entirely certain as to whether it does that, but it does in fact. When you wet your face and apply this and move it around in circles on your skin, it does in fact feel like things, dirt and things are being drawn from your pores. It does impart some moisture, as I said, but I would not forego moisturizer unless you have sort of very oily skin, but I wouldn't recommend this product if you had oily skin anyway. I basically use this morning and night to prep my face for makeup or whatever it is I'm going to do for that day, and regardless of wearing makeup. And if I want to exfoliate, I will either use a buffing sponge, or I have a scrub right now from my Birchbox this past month that I'm using like about 2 or 3 times a week in order to exfoliate, or I will use a washcloth and just apply a bit of pressure and friction to the skin 2 or 3 times a week to get some exfoliation done. The cleanser has sort of a pearlized sheen to it, and it does impart some of that sheen and luminosity to the skin. I did get this because I was feeling as though my skin was a bit dull and dry, because winter's coming, and here in Michigan the winters can be very cold, which means your heat is on quite often and for quite lengthy periods during the day, if not for a full 24 hours, and that can draw moisture out of the skin. So I've got this to try to impart some moisture and a little bit of brightness, and it in fact does that. I also like it very much because I can use this almost similarly to a cold cream if I need to. There are days, I have cerebral palsy for those of you that don't know, and there are days when I can't exactly reach the sink perfectly to rinse my face twice. So I'll use a small amount of this, about the size of a large pea, maybe a walnut out of its shell, and just use a washcloth or a tissue. I'll wet my face as best I can, or dampen it with a washcloth, and then apply this, move it around the skin, wait a minute or so, and take either a dampened washcloth, sometimes a tissue, and just wipe off the makeup. And that in and of itself is worth the $7 or $8 for me. that may not be something you're concerned with, but when but in my case I am, and some of you may be as well. May be interested in getting this if you have dry skin and want to cleanse your face, but don't necessarily want to use a face wipe every single day or every single time you wash your face. Those are great for nights when you're not able to reach a sink or just too plain old tired to actually do the whole thing. But most of the time you need to cleanse your face with actual cleanser and water or soap and water. And yeah, I just find it to be an excellent cleanser. I do feel as though it has drawn some impurities out of my pores every time I use it. But I can't say it's done a tremendous job refining my pores, making them smaller. It has slightly, especially around the cheek area right here. I've got large pores in this area. My skin is sort of combination. It used to be very, very oily when I was younger, but since I've gotten older and particular things have happened with me, health-wise, my skin's gotten to be more dry. It's an excellent product, and I would definitely recommend it. And they also have wipes of the same nature. They're just the wet cleansing towelettes that you can use to remove makeup, or like I say, when you have difficulty reaching a sink, if you do. They're excellent for removing makeup. I'll even show you the usage of one of them. This is my third pack of these. I don't tend to buy these very often because, and these are about $5, by the way. Sorry. I don't tend to use these and rely on these for my main cleansing, simply because it's not very economical. These packs are about $5, and you only get 30 in a pack. So if you're cleansing your face twice a day and you're using these, you've got to use 2, sometimes 3 if in the evenings you're using them to take off your makeup and things like that. Sometimes one just doesn't do it. You need to use a second in the evening. But they unfold like this. They've got a cleanser already in there. I've got some tinted moisturizer on my hand from a review I just did, so I'm going to take that off with this and show you. And they do pick up quite a bit of makeup, and although my hand is damp right now, they'll impart a little bit of a luminosity and a slight sheen to the skin, which I really like. It gives me a much more glowing complexion. I really like these, and I highly recommend both, particularly for those of you with dry skin, or who just want some luminosity to the skin. If you have oilier skin and you still want to try this out, I would say go ahead, but maybe just use it about twice a week. Not necessarily every day, but I've been using both of these every day for about a month, maybe a month right now. And they are terrific. And that's all I've got to say about these. Thank you for joining me, everybody. Have a great day. Please feel free to comment, rate, and subscribe if you have any questions or suggestions about the Pond's Luminous Clean Wet Cleansing Towelettes or the Pond's Luminous Clean Cream Cleanser. Please feel free to leave them in the comments below, and I will answer you as soon as I can. If you have any suggestions for tutorials or anything like that, as always, leave them in the comments, and I will get to them as soon as I can. It's not necessarily going to happen instantaneously, but it will happen as soon as I possibly can. Thank you, everybody. Have an awesome day, and I'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.